Welcome, everybody. It's a 42 show here, and we're going to start with a question we can actually answer.
Try it.
Yeah. No, it's true. So, just what would Trump actually do if he came into power? Well, he's actually been telling us. I can scroll up here. Detention camps. Vermin rivals and a government purge. Trump wants to go full authoritarian. He claims that America's greatest threat is from within government, vowing to root out communists, Marxists, fascists, and the radical left thugs.
Yeah. People will wear sandals and socks, just anything he doesn't like, you're on a list.
Yeah. If you ever tried to change gear in a manual shift car and actually grabbed the person beside you's leg by accident once, he's going to lock you up. It's that bad. But instead of, say, commemorating American soldiers in his Veterans Day speech, what did he do? He went full-on raging lunatic.
It was embarrassing to watch. So bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm serious, everybody. If you happen to be a Republican, please just think about him and your party. Yeah, because the party would probably do a lot better in the world stage without this guy at the helm. You just got to think of it.
Yeah, we're not asking you to vote for, Biden or anything on the other side. Please. Yeah. Just talk to your Republican friends and just seriously, just listen to the words he's saying and what's being said about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, this article here goes on to say he's been co-opting language used by Hitler and Mussolini to dehumanize people and encourage their followers to engage in violence. This is not somebody you elect to power. This is somebody you put behind bars.
Yeah. It'll be Queen next.
Yeah. There was a guy back in the day, came to power, real clingy.
Nice fella.
Yeah, Caesar. That's it. Yeah.
The one who made the salad dressing.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, or after France stopped cutting everybody's heads off, they had the little guy that came to power. Yeah, mild-tempered man, that guy. Don't do it.
Please, can't we ever learn anything from history? That's what it's for. God's sake.
You ever notice you can always see the outline of the goggles that he has to wear before they spray that tan on him?
He looks like he's been squinting really hard.
And now for something completely different.
God's sake, it is completely different. I'm still shell-shocked with that, man. Yes, so occupy Mars. Let's do it. Humans could live on the red planet after boffins extracted oxygen from a Martian rock. How did they get it, did you ask? I didn't hear you ask that. Well, you might be asking it, but here we go. I'll give you the answer.
How did they get it, John?
Scientists believe they might have cracked it with Martian meteorites and an AI chemist.
Bork.
2 months, the AI bot completed a complex process using decomposing water to produce oxygen that would take a human chemist 2,000 years.
Wow.
How do they work it out?
But if it's going to take that long for us to verify the results, how in hell do we know it's right?
We'll find out when we get to Mars. They were wrong.
We need another AI to verify this paper under peer review.
Now, I'm not going to drag into the details, but it's the Chinese again. Professor Yung Yang from the University of Science and Technology of China said this type of research is of wide interest and under rapid development in organic and inorganic material synthesis and discovery. In the future, humans can establish an oxygen factory on Mars with the assistance of an AI chemist. This breakthrough technology brings us one step closer to achieving our dream of living on Mars. And that's the Chinese. Watch out. They'll be there first. But yeah, I want to ask you this though, Dick, because every time I hear about AI, it's like It's like if someone says, "Well, here's a car. Underneath the bonnet of that car or the hood, as an engine," and you go, "Oh yeah. So it's an engine. It's an internal combustion engine. It does it like this and does it like that." Now it would be like underneath there is some magic.
Yeah.
And every time AI is brought up, no one knows what it means or what it's doing, and they can't explain it. So it's AI is akin to just saying magic.
Yeah, pixie fairy dust happens in computer electronics, and boom, decisions.
Things work.
Yeah,
it's crazy, but yeah, no. The funny thing is, though, I knew we could do this already because I've seen Robinson Crusoe on Mars, and that's exactly how he got oxygen by heating up rocks. Yeah, so we already knew. Should have watched the film. Yeah, I didn't need an AI to do that. It took me 90 minutes.
Science fiction leading science fact once again.
Oh dear, where are you going to take us next, Billy?
Yeah, well, to continue with the AI thing, Meta has announced something that for once makes sense and is a good idea. Meta being Facebook, Instagram, they have that stupid name now. They are now going to require political ads to reveal any AI altered images or audio or anything. And they're going to try this time around as it pertains to elections to get something right instead of just letting hogwash through. So I don't know, being Meta, how far they really take it, but they're saying that advertisers, so that's never, not just posts, but advertisers as well, will have to disclose when artificial intelligence or other software is used to create or alter imagery or audio in political ads. Yeah. So if you see ads of, let's say Donald Trump being cavity searched on his way to court, it's probably not really true, but at least they're going to get rid of it soon.
Well, I mean, you've got a button there to press it because we forgot to do it, but we do actually have actual real footage of Donald Trump at his current speech. Yeah, so please, this is real. This is not AI. This is real.
Yeah, this is the real deal, and this is how we know what he's really going to get up to. Careful who you vote for, people.
Ah, dear. God, that took me hours. AI. Yeah. So, moving on from that, have you ever wondered what it's like, when you go on a holiday and the pilot for your plane has disappeared? Like that happens. Well, a Manchester man, Michael Bradley, had learned just 2 hours prior that his flight to Alicante, which he'd booked to enjoy a well-deserved holiday with his wife and their little boy, had been severely delayed. Apparently, according to passengers on board the flight to Spain, the pilot had gone missing. Now, luckily for them, Michael Bradley, an employee of EasyJet, was there with his professional ID and licenses. So he basically called them up. While at the airport, he basically called up EasyJet, says, "Look, I'm here. I can fly the plane." And that's exactly. And 30 seconds later, they called him back and said, "Yes, please, please fly the plane." So he literally just took in his casual, clothing. He just got on board the plane, told the passengers, "Right, I'm taking you to Alicante. Let's go." It
turns out they were heading for Wally World, and he was not going to be denied his trip.
Exactly. It's amazing.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Okay, fine, I'll get us there. Wait, what? Who is this guy? The people in the plane freaking out.
Brilliant. I would love to be that guy.
Yeah, that would be odd, very much.
Yeah. You'd have somebody on there saying, "Well, I've flown a flight simulator once." I'll help. Sit down.
That would be like that movie in the scene in the movie, the lineup for slaps.
Oh yeah, airplane. Yeah.
Yeah. So how there's there's the Department of Justice is doing the look into Google for being an unfair monopoly in search and whatnot. One of the biggest things going on through that whole situation is Google and Apple have been fighting really hard to keep the financial deal between them where Apple uses Google as the default search engine on all its devices in its browser Safari. They've been trying to keep that as quiet as possible. And so today, one of the Google witnesses accidentally blurted it out. And Apple gets 36% cut of all ad revenue from their devices through Google. That's a lot of cash. Yeah. And the Google attorney, John something or other, visibly cringed when the witness revealed the confidential information because they fought real hard filing motions in the court and everything. This information can't come out because of blah, blah, and whatever, competitive BS, billionaire business reasons. And idiot just got frustrated or flummoxed or whatever and spews it out.
Just comes out, surprise!
Yeah. So if you have an underfunded school somewhere and you're in need of somebody to mow the lawn, Forrest Gump style, I'm sure this guy needs a job any day now.
Apple.
Yeah. But that's a big cut, right? So,
I wonder how much that actually amounts to.
Well, there's been studies done where Apple has a decently high level of earning within their customer base. So Google probably loves being number one search on Apple devices, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's some serious cash being thrown around. Like that's got to be billions, right?
Yeah. Well, I'd say well done, Apple.
Yeah, no doubt.
For brokering that deal. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. Whoever negotiated that one is definitely somebody you want on your financial team.
Yeah, not the guy at Google who's now unemployed.
Yeah.
He's probably hanging out with the guy. Hanging out with the guy at Apple who's now a billionaire who came up with that idea.
Yeah, he's probably walking his father-in-law's dog right now for takeout money or something.
It could be worse. It could be running a club for a school.
Yeah, he could be that guy,
the goat.
Yeah.
This one's for you. Yeah, Satan Club. So parents have been left furious over a new Satan after-school club, which is set to launch at a primary school in the US.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah. I'm a lovely fella. Founded by members of the Salem-based Satanic Temple, the after-school Satan Club plans to start meeting at Lebanon Elementary School in Connecticut next month. There are already 8 of the Satan Kids clubs being hosted across several US states.
Elementary school.
Yes, this is little kids.
Little
teeny ones.
Cute little Satanists.
A flyer for the new club says, "Hey kids, let's have fun after school Satan Club." But the poster explains
currently recruiting anybody that lives on a farm as we need chickens.
Shut up. The Satanic Temple says Satan is a literary figure who represents rejecting tyranny and the champion of the human mind and spirit. It claims the club doesn't seek to convert children to any religion, but helps them to think for themselves. There is actually some merit to this. But one concerned parent claimed that they would remove their child from school to keep them away from the club, commenting, "This seriously concerns me. My son will be homeschooled." But the club, claims that they're not interested in converting children to Satanism, interested in focusing on things like science, critical thinking, and creative arts and good works for the community.
Yeah, but why didn't they just name it the After School STEM Club or something then? Why the After School Bathed in Blood Sacrifice Satan-y Club? Like, it's just a bit much,
No, I agree with you there. It is a bit much, but there is an explanation for it. They say the club wants equal treatment because the school currently hosts the Good News Club, a Christian-based after-school club sponsored by the Child Evangelism Fellowship every week. So it's basically just like a fight back, and they're using the name. Says, we do not worship the devil. We're not sacrificing goats or babies this week. We are simply having equal access to the space that we have a right to.
Right.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I can see what they're saying. We're giving the religious-based after-school clubs a bit of a smack in the face.
Yeah.
But I also agree with you, Dick. Calling it the Satan Club probably wasn't the wisest of ideas.
Yeah, there's just better ways to get the message across, especially in Salem.
But there is actually the logo for the club. It's a very cute little Satan, very cute little guy.
Yeah.
Maybe we should we'll grab him.
Yeah. He's like Santa without the jacket. Yeah. Now, there's a company named Heirloom. Okay, and Heirloom and Microsoft has just signed this agreement. So let me give you the backstory here. Heirloom is a company, and what they're doing is they're building these like high-rise like buildings, and they fill them full of this powder that can absorb CO2 out of the air, and lots of it. Like it's worthy. It's being done in a few places, different companies around the world. And then what you do is you encase it in cement, and it's locked away and it's gone, and there you go. You're helping. So how does a company like that make money? Right? Well, they've just signed up a big partnership with Microsoft. Huge deal. And what happens is Microsoft gets to give them a whack of money and then say, look, we're carbon neutral. Because the CO2 is being pulled back out. So it's not going to help. It's just going to try and not hurt more. And that's supposed to be a good thing. It's bullshit.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there are these amazing devices that pull CO2 out of the air already, aren't there? They're called trees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you do a thing where you plant them and they grow. But the other thing is burying it and encasing it in cement is not the natural way the earth deals with things. And every time we do that, like, oh, well, we'll just build a dam and make some power. Hey, look, there's no fish anymore. This can't be a good idea in the long run. It's got to be, it's just millennial money-making garbage.
But on the plus side, we will have an excess of concrete blocks.
That's it. That's true. Yeah. If you'd like a house built out of carbon, they've got the concrete for you, I guess,
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm just not sure on that idea. I think idea, if the government was just using this technology and just storing up a bunch of carbon around like cities that are just polluted and stuff, probably be a good idea. But in the hands of big business, it's just a way of cooking the books and handing out some money and going, yep, we're good.
Exactly. To make it look like they're carbon neutral when in actual fact,
they're not even close. No. Yeah, exactly.
Bastards.
Yeah, it's BS. So, it turns out that you can visit London in more than one place in the world.
Yeah, if you want to know what happens to all those concrete blocks, it goes to China to build a bizarre part of a Chinese city that has been built to look exactly like London. Red phone boxes, red buses, and an enormous replica of Big Ben are all present as a mock-up in the changing, and even a mock-up of the changing of the guard.
Really?
But the change of the guard ceremony even features an appearance from an actor dressed as the late Her Majesty the Queen, who announces that it's time for a show. But the fact that the Grenadier Guards don't parade in front of Buckingham Palace, they do a little dance in front of Crystal Palace. It's basically a massive hotel complex, and the whole hotel has a prestigious British connection, with 14 of the rooms named after David Beckham, the footballer. For those visitors who could fancy taking a ride,
penalty shot, tackle, what?
Tackle. Yeah. Yeah, for those visitors who fancy taking a ride in a black cab or red London bus, he even manages to make a digital appearance in the form of a hologram that drives the vehicles past famous landmarks, like he's ever driven a vehicle.
What, he's Johnny Cab now?
Exactly, it's David Beckham. But Beckham said of the hotel, says, it's an integrated resort. Feels very personal to me, and being a part of the development and has been an incredible project. Not only is it bringing my hometown to Macau, but also the first David Beckham suites. I can't wait to be back in Macau to see it all. It all looks spectacular.
And buy my wife's clothing.
and my underwear. Yeah. And my whiskey.
And wear them together and feel free.
I mean, oh god! I mean, the Chinese keep doing this, don't they? Building these. We did one a few weeks back.
Yeah,
which was the spaceship type one, but it was full of penguins.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with space. Why do they keep doing this?
I don't know.
Who stays at these places?
Yeah. I don't.
The Chinese, they can't afford to stay there.
Yeah. They're too busy buying apartments they'll never move into or finish, and
too busy working for Apple making iPhones.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I find that all a little bit, as well. Here's one. This is you can buy this online. They're a couple of grand, and it's called a Russiacon's mobile phone. Here, let me show you here. And it's totally equipped with all the hacker-like technology you need to be a robocaller and screw people over.
Wow.
Yeah, it spoofs phone numbers. It does the whole on-hold system to fake like you're in a call center. It's all set up and ready to make sure that you can screw people over as well as you can. And it's Russian cons. Yeah, Russian comms. There it is right there. The phone in question is from Russian comms. No shit. I kid you not, right? Who else could it be? Gandhi and his friends? No,
Are you implying that these are made in Russia by Russians?
Just another thing to show you how easy it is to be a complete jerk if you want to in life,
And Dixon is the person to tell you about it.
Yeah. So if you can keep yourself off crystal meth for 30 days and pocket the money, you too could have a robo phone made by Russian comms. You know what? I think you should just stick to the drugs.
Yeah. Stay on the drugs.
Yeah. It's probably a safer way to, deal with what ails you in life.
While you're alive.
Yes. And if it doesn't cure you, well, Dunk knows exactly what you should do.
Yeah. Hang on a second. This is going to work. Spaced out, you're dead. Spaced out, you're dead. Yeah. Physics professor Kenneth Ohm, 86, wants to send live DNA to the moon's south pole and hopes it will be picked up by an extraterrestrial species. He even has a launch in mind and plans to send the sample on an upcoming mission by a US-based space company called Celestis. Or Celestis? Yes. My first question is, what is live DNA?
That's
a person.
No, it's streaming on YouTube as opposed to the other stuff that just uploads videos.
Yeah, it's a molecule with a live stream. Okay, got you. So Ohm joked he wanted to see an intergalactic zoo with a Ken Ohm, stupid name, Ken Ohm in a cage, or a swarm of thousands of reconstructed Ken Ohms spreading across the universe in the future. However,
we are Borg.
He acknowledged the prospect was unlikely. No official launch date has been set for the next Celestis. God, I've got to get around this reading thing. The Tranquility Memorial Space Flight is going to be called, and reservations are currently closed. The company said that the memorial capsules carrying cremated remains and DNA will remain on the surface of the moon as a lasting tribute to the deceased. It costs around $2,500 for a space burial. I'm thinking, that's not bad.
So you spanky wank into a jar, and it's only $2,500 for them to, just put it on the moon somewhere and make a bloody mess. Like, did they? Do they have?
You have to do it. You don't have to do it to an astronaut, and he has to spit on the surface.
But do they have permission to defile this crater? Like, NASA goes through all this trouble to sanitize everything so that they don't bring anything anywhere, and these guys are just launching man juice all over the moon. That's
we
wrong.
Found life on the moon.
Yeah, exactly. Found little swimmers. Dear Lord. Some things just don't need to happen, and I'm pretty sure that, that is one of them.
Well, I mean, if it only costs $2,500, I think we should do a fundraising stream to send some samples of you and me there to do a live stream direct from the moon.
I suppose we could. Yeah, the molecular stream. So a Fox News reporter. I guess we just got a bit of time here. A Fox News reporter is saying in a lawsuit he was fired after challenging the Fox News January 6th coverage, right? So producer Jason Donner says he was part of the purge of employees the employees who refused to only report information that would appease why the hell is it being cut off over there? Former President Trump and his supporters. So he was inside the Capitol when it all went down, and they were watching on Fox News from in the building that Fox News was reporting that the rioters were peaceful and severely disappointed. And he called the control room, freaking out, swearing and whatnot. You're going to get us all killed.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's totally suing them up. And I would really like to, I'm going to be watching the outcome of this because I really want to know how that's going to play out.
That could get nasty.
Yeah, if he can prove that their actions were endangering the people on the inside and the people were really fearing for their lives and whatnot, Fox could be on the hook for some serious trouble, man.
Yeah. And then it should be exposed. I mean, that's the whole thing. All this crap needs to come out and people need to see it and understand what was happening.
I agree. Yeah. I hope he nails them to the wall. Absolutely. Totally. We have like a minute, which is just enough to read a little bit of this.
Wait, I'll tell you what, the bashed bishop to Queen's pawn.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that one. We've got only a minute. But yeah, the chess world was rocked by a cheating scandal last September after it was insinuated that Grandmaster Hans Niemann had used a foul play at the Sinkfield Cup in St. Louis, Missouri. Now some British YouTubers have put the most outlandish theory that arose from the scandal to the test. Could someone actually use anal beads and a computer to defeat someone much better than them at chess? The answer appears to be yes.
They They tested it out.
Yeah, the Josh and Archie YouTube channel, we like shouting out small channels, so there you go.
Yeah.
They just released a video showing that what might happen if a novice sat down to play very clumsily in a wiggly chair and plays a grandmaster with the help of a chess computer, feeding him instructions through a vibrator in his butt, controlled via a smartphone. They devised a code which could be used to let the person playing know which moves to make, beginning at square 1A. Every time one sets buzzers to indicate the location of the piece that has to be moved, and then the square it should move to. Fernandez, the guy they were playing, had played perfectly until the 30th minute, when the program was then able to exploit one small mistake and ultimately checkmate him. Yeah.
Did he get an extra cool vibrate on the checkmate move? Like it, was it like a finishing move? Did it?
Just all the pieces are buzzing across the board.
Yeah.
I think some cheating going on here. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. We've got to do a shout out here before we're done. If you play an instrument or you sing or you're a songwriter or anything like that, get into the Shills Discord. There's musicians gather here room. CF Beauty and Shayna Caldwell got this all going on. I know CF Beauty's right into this. And there's people that are gathering to do a little Christmas collab and stuff. Information's there. Shills Discord. I think there's probably a link about to be dropped right now, so we can all get over there and whatnot. I'm not set up for the after thing, so we got to do our thank yous now. So a big thanks to CF Beauty running everything in the background, like the mod team and the research team and Discord stuff, and the list keeps getting bigger, I tell you. And we got Shayna Caldwell as well, BME, PJ Net, The Kraut, Skits Crasher, and Liam Wakefield all helping on the moderator team tonight. So and over in Discord as well, there's going to be round 2 of naming the raccoon mascot, little what's his nuts over there,
Sergeant Critter Shitter.
Yeah, Sergeant Critter Dicker or Pricker or Slicker or hell, I don't know, man. We had one and it's already gone. But we'll do another round of voting. We'll do a third round and then we're done.
And all our super chatters and donators to the channel, thanks very much for your generosity. It really helps. It keeps it going around here. Our channel members, thanks for joining. And of course, you can always become a member, because if you do, you get to see the live shows 1 hour in early access.
Yeah.
1 hour before everybody else.
Think about it. You could show up here knowing what's going to happen. It's pretty cool.
Well, if you've had fun here, hit the like, share the video, leave a comment, because those things really help the channel. And don't forget to hammer the notification bell so you never miss out on one of our shows. And like Dick says, you can go over into the Discord and doodle around in there and doodle what you like.
Doodle doodle doodle. See you, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Stay chilly.
Boom.
It's over. Go home.